Hey, Shalom, Akim Shalom. Before we begin this lesson, I want to start off by giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakurash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and a sincere Shalom to the hopeful elect out there listening, learning, and or teaching. Shalom to you all. Trump grants ICE new powers to do whatever necessary after attacks. All right, so I don't know if y'all heard, but there was some attacks. It looks like some protesters opened fire on ICE agents. Let's get into this article. It says President Donald Trump has directed federal law enforcement officials to use whatever means necessary to arrest anyone who throws rocks or other projectiles at ICE agents during immigration raids. Trump appeared to be referring to footage of protesters violently clashing with ICE agents during the Thursday raid of a cannabis farm in Camarillo, a city in Southern California. All right, so it looks like a weed farm. They couldn't get their weed, so they lost their shit, man. Hey, that's why I always say just wait till this food prices get out of control. That's when the people really gonna revolt, man. When people can't eat. You see? You take people weed away, their drugs away, they'll throw rocks at you, you know. But you take their food away and they'll put you to death. You see? But that's what these elites want, man. They want a chaos. They want the people to lose it so they can have that excuse to come down with great wrath, to start fucking people up and start enforcing their new order. Okay? In order for that new world order to come, this old world order has to be put down. And the only way to do it is through anarchy. All right? Order out of chaos. Ordo ab chaos. All right? That's one of Satan's many schemes. All right? So he'll create a chaos. Then he'll offer a solution to the chaos he created. But that solution, you see, this is 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And the word devices is going into plots, schemes, plans. All right? Getting back into this article, it says the raid, despite the chaos, resulted in 200 migrant workers being detained. This included some juveniles who authorities say were illegally working on the farm. I am on my way back from Texas and watched in disbelief as thugs were violently throwing rocks and bricks at ICE officers while they were moving down a roadway in their car, Trump posted Friday evening on Truth Social. Now, I could have sworn I came across a headline somewhere that said that some protesters had opened fire, meaning firearms. But I could be wrong on that. All right, or maybe it was a clickbait article. I'd have to get my facts straight on that before I say that's what happened. But from what we're reading here, they threw rocks at them, right? So let's continue. It says, therefore, I am directing Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem and Border Czar Tom Homan to instruct all ICE, Homeland Security, or any other law enforcement officer who is on the receiving end of thrown rocks, bricks, or any other form of assault to stop their car and arrest these slime balls using whatever means is necessary to do so, he continued. I am giving total authorization for ICE to protect itself just like they protect the public. I never want to see a car carrying a law enforcement officer attacked again. See, so now he's giving them even more grounds to attack, man. And all they got to do is send their little paid protesters to throw a brick. And now that justifies everybody in the vicinity getting attacked by these devils, man. All right, so like I keep saying, it's going to speed up, it's going to spice up, it's going to get more intense because we are at the end, man. All right, this is Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. All right, this devil knows his kingdom's circling the drain. There's not much time left before Yahweh Shai returns, so this devil knows he has to start pushing that mark. He has to, create this chaos so he can bring order out of chaos, mandate that mark, and, in his mind, create this new world order that they believe is going to last forever. All right, because they got all their different dreams and talking about colonizing space and artificial super intelligence, the singularity, all these different things just never going to happen, man, because the Lord's going to set up a new world order, but it's going to be under our rulership, man, not you Edomites' rulerships. That's what you Edomites got wrong, man. All right? Revelation 12:12, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, right? Who's the devil? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. All right? And, going a little more in depth into that wrath, okay, part of what's going to happen, like it says here in 2nd Esdras 15:17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, right? Because, you're going to have martial law, you're going to have, curfews, you're going to have 15-minute cities, right? Verse 18 says, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Like when you read that in Jeremiah about Jacob's trouble, it says, I believe it's chapter 30, where it goes into, does a man give birth, right? Roughly paraphrasing, why do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, right? Men is going to be afraid, man. Grown-ass men, hard men, right? The only truly hard, real men in this day is going to be the men of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, the men of the Lord, the elect men of Israel. Israel being the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and only the elect of our people, all right, are going to be the real men on this day, man. Everybody else is going to be turned into bitches, man, because it's going to be a terrible time. All right, and this knowledge, wisdom, understanding of this Bible, this truth, right, the names of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, these things are what's going to keep us level-headed when all hell breaks loose, when the true hour of temptation comes. And they tell you you cannot eat unless you put this chip in your body, right? And that's the time we're all waiting for and praying that, that time gets here quickly so we don't have to keep, living in this degenerate-ass world, because we know shortly thereafter this mandation happens. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to take Esau down, man. Yahweh Shai is going to show up in the chariots, beam up his elect, and ultimately we're going to establish our new world order, all right? And you Edomites are going to be in slavery, okay? Everything's going to be in its proper place, man. We're not going to have trash in the ocean. We're not going to have women over men. And we're definitely damn sure not going to have no Edomites telling us what to do in the kingdom, man. All right, quite the contrary, man. So, yeah, I pray this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect. I want to finish by giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Hakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us the truth. Shalom wa, abba. Shalom.